you? I hope you're all doing okay. Personally, I'm okay, and I hope you're all keeping safe. So I posted dealing with rejection part 1, dealing with rejection part 2, and this is dealing with rejection part 3. I honestly hope you guys enjoyed the first 2 parts, and I honestly hope that those 2 videos and also this video and more videos that I will continue posting for you guys will help someone out there. Okay, like when it comes to dealing with rejection, don't think that you're all by yourself, that we out here don't go through it. It's something I think we all go through, and like I said, it's part of the process. So this is going to be like a parting shot of that series, because it looks like a series. So this is the 3rd episode, and I'll just get to share what I googled and what I found out, okay, so that we can close that the series of dealing with rejection. And well guys, hey, msichukia watu, by the way, because people were telling me that they saw Abadea as a villain. Well, what about me? I'm also not perfect. So yeah, so I googled, and well, please, I had to Google and write down for you guys. So I went to Google and typed dealing with rejection, and what came was how to get over rejection, 9 habits that have helped me. And this article has been written by Henrik Edberg. It was last updated on January 27th, 2020. So Henrik Edberg is a full-time blogger of the Positivity blog and a business owner with a major in journalism from the University of Gothenburg. So he starts with saying that most fears of rejection rest on the desire for approval from other people. Don't base your self-esteem on their opinions. That is from Harvey Mackay. And then there was something I read somewhere, and I think it will just be best if I shared it with you guys. So it says, when you are starved of unconditional love, you will look for it in very foolish places. I feel like I have acted in very damaging ways and acquired very many toxic behaviors trying to feel that hollow of validation and acceptance. Let that sink in, because for me it really did sink in. So please let that sink in. So the first habit that has helped Henrik and what he is sharing with us is take some time to process it instead of forcing a smile on your face. When I was reading this, I felt like I can compare this with people. You remember in primary school, tukipigwa na walimu, and mostly for guys, wakipigwa huku nyuma, venye walikuwa wanapigwa, and then there used to be awa wakukausha ama ana smile, but akienda place corner anaanza kusugua juu venye amesikia uchungu. For me, I will compare it with that person. And like us, tulikuwa tunachapwa and you lia on the spot, as in you cry, you let it all out because you're facing it. So for me, I will say that we're being told, don't force a smile on your face. Like maybe someone has rejected you, maybe someone made you feel bad. It's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to feel bad. So just process it and don't fake anything, as in faking a smile, saying that ni sawa tu, opening nitafanya nini. Like process it. It hurts, so listen to the hurt and face the situation head on. Sawa. Number 2, focus on what you still have in your life. Just because one person rejected you doesn't mean that everyone else will reject you. And besides, you have friends, you have your family, you have a house, you have food. Like always focus on what you have and stop focusing on what like what now you didn't have. Maybe with, you see, like for me, the way I always, by there for Mount Kenya, I always like wanted to date him, you know, like, but anyway, sasa analinikataa, nitafanya nini? Well, I hope he will come through, by the way, because we're supposed to make a video with him. At least for him, amekubali ata Chaka Ranch maybe. But anyway, moving on. Number 3, say no to your inner critic. Yeah, the inner thoughts that are telling you that you're not good enough, the inner thoughts that are telling you that something might be wrong with you because you're being rejected constantly. Yeah, just say no. Like, tell yourself, think positively. Like, tell yourself positive things and stop listening to the inner critic, which is bringing you down. Number 4, let it out to a friend or a loved one. I'm sure we all have someone we go to. And for me, I have a cousin who I constantly tell everything. So at times I'll be just like, I'm talking, and then she's like, "Uko sawa sasa," because you know it's like you were just venting, so you want to let it out. So always make sure that you're not piling things in you, that you're not bottling up issues in you. Just make sure you let it all out. You let it all out to someone, but don't go around trusting everyone, because hey, kunjo ni kubaya, by the way. So make sure whoever you're talking to, well, you can never be too sure, but just don't go around telling everyone your problems. Number 5, don't think it's all about you. Just because someone rejected you doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. Like, have you tried considering what might be wrong with the other person? Like, let's say it has nothing to do with you, that maybe the person rejected you because he's thinking about so many things. Maybe he has work, like, never think it's all about you. What about the other person? Like, think about it. Like, maybe he had a reason to reject you, and the reason is nothing to do with you. It's totally based on him. You get? Number 6, be constructive and focus on what you can learn. What's one thing I can learn from this? And what's one thing I can do differently next time? For me, I think with all the rejections, I learned that I had some toxic traits in me, and trust me, I am working on them, because I don't want to end up imposing it on someone else. You get? Yeah. So I learned that I have toxic traits, and I don't want to impose my toxic traits on someone else again, because it's never about you. You're supposed to even consider the other person. Number 7, remember this is temporary, not permanent. If you keep going, as in just keep going. And then I added something opportunity that is from me. Imagine life goes on no matter what. Yeah, life always goes on, even after heartbreaks. Even imagine life goes on, as in just breathe. If you feel that you have tried everything, and nothing is working, just breathe. It matters and it counts. Just taking a breath, it does, and it works magic, because at least you can see that you're able to do something. Breathing, which counts for something. Strengthen your self-esteem. Well, self-esteem is usually, I know we cannot like go around telling people like have a self-esteem like Michelle Brenda, but honestly, just try working on your self-esteem, because when you have a low self-esteem, that is how people will bring you down visually. Like, they will bring you down terribly. So just work on your self-esteem in all ways possible. Number 9, keep going. Yeah, just keep going by just taking a step, and like I've just said, by just taking a breath. For me, it's not always to take a step. For me, it's just take a breath, as in when you just breathe, you know that you can do it. Just breathe. If you feel like everything, maybe you're having anxiety, maybe you've been rejected, by just breathing, everything will work out perfectly. So yeah, that is an article from Henrik Edberg. And then the next one, yeah, you can actually Google this. I Googled everything, because anyway, I'm not an expert, so I had to ask for help. So the next one is 5 Ways Mentally Strong People Deal with Rejection by Amy Morin. So she starts by saying rejection hurts, but it doesn't have to hold you back. And then I checked who is Amy Morin, and is it Amy or Amy? Amy Morin, it all depends. Amy Morin is a psychotherapist, mental strength trainer, and an international best-selling author. Excuse me. So the first point is, number 1, they acknowledge their emotions. Don't ignore or deny the pain. Yes, well, clearly I am not a mentally strong person to deal with rejection, because we all know that I denied and I ignored the whole situation with Abadea. But let's hope after he watches the video, or if he has watched the video, maybe by now he has reached out and maybe we're working out something. You never know. So the best way to deal with uncomfortable emotions is to face them head on. I hope we are together, we are flowing together. Number 2, they view rejection as evidence they are pushing the limits. if you never get rejected, you may be living too far inside your comfort zone. And if you get rejected, you know you are putting yourself out there. So yeah, because for me, I have been rejected, I have been heartbroken so many times, but imagine I'm always out here still trying. Yeah, at times I even think I have a problem, because you know, like how someone is constantly rejected and how someone is constantly heartbroken, and then they say they're never going to date ever again. For me, I think actually I have never reached that point. For me, I'm always ready. My head is always held high, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do this. If I die, I die. Yeah. So number 3, they treat themselves with compassion. Love yourself and don't beat yourself up, which will only keep you down. Well, that is something personally I'm working on, that, because we all remember what Abadir told me, because it was true. And I can say that I have started loving myself. I used to say that people who kwa simu ukijieka ati kama wallpaper ama screensaver kwa unajipenda aje. I never imagined that naweza jieka tu kwa screensaver. But after nilichorwa na Ano, so yeah guys, I have a friend, his name is Ano Art. You can check him out on Instagram. He does amazing work. He can animate you, he can draw you. So after he drew me, it was more of a surprise, and it was in a form of an animation. I really loved it, and I actually put it on my wallpaper, and I was like, wow, I'm growing, nimeanza kujipenda. So yeah. Number 4, they refuse to let rejection define them. That is so true. So hapa nilieka my own words. Yeah, just what I've said. I use myself as an example. I have been rejected and heartbroken so many times before, but I'm still here trying, and I have never given up. Sawa. Number 5, they learn from rejection. Yes, please. They turn it into an opportunity for self-growth. You will learn about areas in your life that need improvement, and for me, I have actually learned so many things about me, because kitambo I used to think that I'm so perfect, but with all these scenarios, with everything that I have been through, I was like, wow, at the end of it all, I'm not perfect, I'm full of BS, I'm full of crap, but anyway, I'm still working on it. So, and then I had a disclaimer. I need to read this disclaimer out. And I'll say I don't have my BS together. I have just made so many bad decisions, and I decided to learn from them. This is from me. And I'm trying to help in any way that I can. A friend of mine said, helping is really not having your BS together. It's all about a beggar showing another beggar where to get bread. So guys, don't think that I have everything figured out. I don't. I honestly don't have everything figured out. I'm actually in a mess, like we all are, but I'm constantly trying to figure out things. I'm constantly trying to learn from things and growing from them. So please don't come to me thinking that I'm perfect, that I have made so many bad decisions. And as you can continue seeing on my YouTube video, yeah, I'm constantly growing from all the stories that I keep on telling you guys. So I think by tukiendelea to, you guys will get to know me, and you'll honestly see the growth in everything that I post. Sawa. So there is something Abadia told me, and I hope you guys remember. I hope tuko pamoja. So he said, you cannot even make yourself happy because you have not learned to love yourself enough, but you always want to project on others. And I told you guys that I felt that was true. It actually is true, because for example, like right now during quarantine, and you're supposed to be at home for 14 days, and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing in the house for 14 days all by myself? So a friend of mine told me that if you want to like see if you've loved yourself, that maybe I can stay in my house for the 14 days and get to learn new things about myself. And I think I'm going to take up that challenge. What else was I supposed to do? You cannot even make yourself happy. Yeah, you know, as in, I don't want to, okay, I'm a people person, but I think I'm being told to learn to kujifurahisha. So I'm going to try that. So, and then I wrote something hapa chini, the power of not deleting messages. It's something I have learned over time. So I know most of us, when you get ignored, or with you having a conversation and then maybe the person doesn't reply, we tend to delete the conversation so that we can feel good about ourselves. I'm sure we all do that, but for me, I stopped deleting the messages and keeping them there, and that's why you can see I still had all the screenshots of Aberdare, Chaka Ranch and Mount Kenya. So at times I think just let it stay there, but anyway, we are all different. But I'm just saying, for me, that now that has helped, keeping the messages, not deleting them, because at least you get to see what people think about you over time, unless you're chatting with someone when you're nashinda delete. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching my videos, guys. Please, thank you for subscribing, and please, guys, also watch the content. I promise it will be worth your time. Thank you so much. May God bless you, and please keep safe during this time. Sawa sawa. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Bye. Mwah.